All right, good morning, everyone. Today, me, Misha, and Lisa is going to be talking about marine plastic pollution. And with our motto, saving the earth starts with you.
Here's our agenda for today. We will talking about what is plastic pollution, why is it important, causes, effects, supporting organizations, and our challenges.
So, what is plastic pollution? Plastic pollution is the gathering of plastic objects and particles in the Earth's environment that adversely affects wildlife habitat, and humans. So, do you guys know what's the difference between water and plastic pollution? So, if you guys don't know, plastic pollution is more direct to plastic, while water pollution covers more broad topics, such as oil and other stuff. Why is it important? I'm going to hit you guys with a hard fact right now. As of today, we produce about 300 billion tons of plastic waste every single year. That is nearly equivalent to the human population.
What causes plastic pollution? Ourselves. We cause this plastic pollution by overconsumptive using single-use plastic. Before I continue to the next slide, do you guys know how long does a plastic need to naturally break down? Any ideas?
No.
It took around 400 years and it depends on the plastic type. It might be longer and it doesn't magically disappear. Plastic didn't decompose easily, and if they have, they break down, they turns into microplastics. But what is actually microplastic? Microplastics are small plastic pieces, less than 5 millimeters long, which can be very harmful to our ocean. This plastic is a result from the larger plastic pieces, caused by the exposure to environmental factors and mainly from the sun's radiation. On the beaches, microplastics are visible as tiny multicolored plastic spits in the sand. In the ocean, microplastic pollution is often consumed by the marine animals, and it is estimated that 80% of the marine litters comes from the land. Yes, plastic single use are easily found in our daily life. It's inexpensive and convenience. These are the key factors why people use plastic. But don't you think it's overuse? Plastic straw, bags, bottles, containers, food wrappers, and many more. Our consumption is not the only thing. Household waste, which is poorly recycled, dumped into landfills, or abandoned in nature. This waste is carried by the winds until it ends up in the ocean. This because the disposal of plastic is often mismanaged and it ends up in the landfills. Burning plastic and even recycling doesn't cut down on plastic, and every plastic is produced and used every single day.
Here's the effect of plastic pollution. It can be habitat loss, climate change, and pollution. Habitat loss because plastic are made from petroleum by the process of converting petroleum components into small molecules called monomers. The activity of producing plastic requires around 12 million barrels of oil raw materials to convert petroleum into monomers. Combustion is used. It is from this method that too many greenhouse gases are emitted into the atmosphere. And to the climate change, plastic waste affect climate change because of the productions, process to stage of disposal and management, and plastic waste emits of a lot of greenhouse gases into atmosphere. Of the pollution is not only pollution in the air, but also in the sea, land, waters, and others. The plastic waste makes the sea, air, water polluted and toxin. Next. Here's are the two organizations that I personally think that are continuously progressing in order to keep the oceans clean from plastic waste, which are a Plastic Ocean Foundation and Plastic Pollution Coalition. Even though the approach of cleaning the ocean are different, they all have the same goal in mind to make the ocean cleaner.
Now it's our turn. What is our challenge? We, as a young generations, can create a new innovation and use this existence invention in our daily life. The first one is improve waste management systems and recycling. There's an application called Do where they collect your recycled item and turns them into money. This is a new and creative way for people to join this movement. Second, better product design and short life of disposable packaging. When you receive a package, there are bubble wraps and tapes and plastics. But in this picture, tapes and wrappers are made from paper, which can be more eco-friendly and shorter life than plastic. But why is there a plastic bag? The plastic bag is an innovation called Avanico from Kevin Kumala. These plastic bags are made from cassava starch and soluble in water. Third, reducing unnecessary single-use plastic. Instead of single-use plastic, you can start to bring your own bottles, cutlery, straws, and tote bags. We should start to make a change. Stop saying it's only one plastic. Say 10 billion people.
To end our presentation, here is a small recap of other things that we have discussed. Plastic pollution is plastic waste that isn't disposed of properly. Plastic pollution is caused by overconsumption of single-use plastic. Effect of plastic pollution is habitat loss, climate change, and pollution. And that ends our presentation regarding plastic pollution. I do hope that this presentation helped you in any way, and goodbye. And do you have any further questions?
Yes. I would like to ask you guys, if the world knows about plastic pollution and other negative things that they produce, then why does plastic are still produced and used by us? Why don't they just eliminate plastic and use some sort of new materials? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question. In today's world, plastic is considered to be very cheap and like very good for business as well. That's why lots of people, even though knowing that they are bad, but still uses it because it's solely because it's cheap. Thank you. And